the unfinished business. So this is an unfinished auction when we have a high or a low that has both buy and sell volume at that level. So you see here's a low where we have both bid and ask at that level. So the rules are very straightforward. New high with numbers at the bid and the ask, or a new low, same thing, numbers at the bid and the ask. So let's go look here on a chart. Now I've condensed the chart down here to so that they stand out, so you can really see it here, and we'll open them up in a second. But you see here now, we get to them a little bit differently here. So they're in this section here of bar markers here where we would go unfinished business. Now, of course, on off, you can do until they're tested, until they're broken, or a number of bars. I suggest my preference, I'll just say it that way, is to leave them until they're broken, because the market has a tendency to want to come back and finish the auction. When there's liquidity there, the market likes to facilitate trade. So I will leave them extended until broken. So here you see, here's a couple of examples until broken. Let's go look at an example here. This is a pretty striking one, and I can just open up the chart here, hopefully, pretty quickly, and we'll see that in the candle. Okay, there we go. So we come up to this, pretty good push there. So we come up to this pivot. We put in a high here, and then we see we've got unfinished business up here. So we've got numbers on both the bid and the ask, unlike what you would typically see in a finished auction where you'd have a zero on one side. Then we start down. Now it's important that you're looking for these at significant pivot highs and lows, because that's again, it's a bit like a red flag to the market, like, hey, there's liquidity up here that needs to get cleaned up. So often you'll see the market return to those. Something to note, I like to do them in this dashed dot so that they stand out, so it's not just another line where you can kind of lose track of what they are. So here we got the pre-mid and the opening range low and the IB mid. It can be confusing, so something to make them stand out can be useful. Could be a color choice, or as I've done it here with a faded color in the dashed dot, just so that they stand out, so you know if the market's heading back there, perhaps you'll know why.